Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I am going to introduce ISRO 2006 mechanical paper. In nodular iron, graphite is in form of cementite, weak carbon, flax, spheroids. The right answer is spheroids. You know, this term is associated with grey cast iron. Grey cast iron. And this term cementite is associated with white cast iron. And you can see the microstructure of ductile iron, where rounded types seen you can see this is a microstructure of ductile iron. In this case you can see lining type structure. This is flax and it is associated with grey cast iron. Simple ductile iron, it is the cast of iron. This type of cast iron is called ductile or nodular iron or spheroidal graphite or simply SG iron. In the structure of ductile iron, graphite is in nodular spheroidal form. This shape permits the material to be somewhat ductile and shock resistant. This form of graphite can be achieved by adding elemental magnesium or cerium or a combination of both elements to molten cast iron prior to pouring. Magnesium is added in quantities of 0.07% to 0.10%, followed by the addition of ferrosilicon to promote graphitization. During solidification, magnesium helps in the distribution of graphite throughout the metal.
Now next question. Hardness of steel depends on. There are four options. First we start with D. The contents of alloying elements. If we add alloying elements like chromium, vanadium, titanium, it increases toughness, corrosion resistance, etc. So it is not about this question and this option. Method of fabrication. Method of fabrication, welding, some other working this, so it is not increases. There are two options, more or less they affects. The which one is most affects? The shape and distribution of the carbides in iron. This is the right answer, D. How? If we increase the carbon content like this, the hardness of steel increases. But for what? If increases above 1.5%, it come into the category of cast iron. So we cannot increase this carbon percentage in steel at this time. So if we want to still make more harder, then how can it is possible? It is possible by rate of cooling. You can see the water rate of cooling is high and the distribution of cementite means iron carbide, their shape and distribution. So it is hardest form. This is less harder due to less cooling rate, lower cooling. Now next question, too high welding current. Whenever it is asked too high welding current, if we use energy more, then there is a chances of undercutting edges because due to more penetration, irregular deposits, wasted electrodes. So the right answer is A. This option is for too low welding rate. For too there is less penetration, overlapping without of edges, wasted electrodes. You can see the difference between these two. Welding current too low, welding current too high. In figure there are overlapping of weld bead. In this case there are side cutting edges and it is sputter. These rounded particles are known as sputter, weld sputter. Fourth question, which of the following processes would produce strongest components? Hot rolling, extrusion, cold rolling and forging. These are metal forming process. How will decide which one is the strongest component? Grain formation. In forging, due to high temperature, new grains are formed and when these are pressed, they are mechanically tight and uniform. So due to this, it is strongest component. So forging is strongest component, but in case of rolling there is uniformity, but mechanically packing is lower than forging. Machining, in machining there is no uniformity, grain are irregular. In this case, this is forging, this is rolling, this is extrusion. In this case, 5 number question, q equal to k, it is related to error question. So we start with this question. So we take a log q equal to log k plus n1 log q1 plus n2 log q2 n3 log q3, taking a differential dq upon q, it's 0, n1 dq1 upon q1 dq2 upon q2 dq3 upon q3 n3 n2. So the right answer is it's similar to this. So